Big dogs, they don't cry, they don't cry. Big dogs, they don't cry. You are a whining little puppy, moonlighting as a dictator and a big, big bully. I see that I hurt your feelings, but I still think you are the Antichrist and this country's curse. And if you govern this country as well as you curse, Antigua Barbuda would be first among firsts. So what are those weaknesses you have that you've talked about? Come man, speak up. Open up your mouth. Confession is good for the soul if you have one. If you do not confess, that will only leave us to guess that perhaps you have a hard time controlling your hands when it comes to, women and lands. Or are you weak when it comes to controlling your mouth and the lies and nastiness that you spout? Or is it your leadership skills or lack thereof? Are these the weaknesses you speak of? These are just some questions to ministers. While you're shuffling through old cabinet notes trying to score points on me, know that I worked for my money. Can you say the same about Maria? Because from what we hear, she's like Casper the ghost. Poof, not there. You want to talk about nepotism? Let's take it from the top and talk about the Fries Hill land swap. Let's talk about nepotism like the Long Bay land deal. At least I worked. I didn't steal. Let's talk about nepotism like naming a school after your own grandfather. Your nepotism even took the ferry across the water and lay claim to Hotel Dulcina in Barbuda. You still want to talk about nepotism? Or would you rather escape and eat some seafood? Or do you render all this pointless? The beam of nepotism, dear canine, has impaled your eye. And as for that particular piece of scripture, I know you didn't get it from any senator or from your baby mama. I'm sure all of them would have advised you against it because when you're quoting scripture for me, you quote for the entire community around you. You didn't think that through. There's a fate far worse than being cursed by you, being married to you. Because sticks and stones, they break bones. But the words you throw my way do me no harm. Sound the alarm. I am not running for public office. Your lack of vision and your greed have brought Antigua to its knees. This is what you're supposed to try to defend. Never has a prime minister or any creature been so despised, so hated. You are a sore foot that should be amputated so the rest of Antigua can live. You heard Serpent say, when cattle don't talk is not for lack of tongue. So it is that when this poet is quiet, she's loading her literary gun because you are a predictable, easy target whose skin is made of thin. Are you a prime minister or the male Wendy Williams show? Is how a real man can gossipy so. Man, while you're rummaging through your arsenal, take care not to leave your arsenal exposed because I have a bull bud for you. If you can't manage the whole thing, then break it in two. You can either take the bull or you can take the bud. It's entirely up to you. As you froth at the mouth and spew more lies, I'll have an order of sweet potato fries, but hold the ketchup, please. I don't do red. I do black and blue instead. Cheers until you come again.